Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Insights with Soularis, where I am your host, Jennifer. I'm a tarot reader with over 10 years experience, and I have over a dozen other healing modality certifications. But despite all of that, I usually just say I am a channel of spirit, and I bring messages to those who find me and messages. As we're talking about that, I'm going to go straight into the collective message for the week. These are energies over the next 7 days to kind of be aware of as you're just going about your days. And even though we may have one theme coming on with the collective, it doesn't mean your entire next week is going to be bad just because you may have a bad situation or one bad day. Because what I'm seeing is that you are stepping in and you're becoming more aware of imbalances, and that's going to be different for each person as this is more of a collective reading. So for some, it may be in relationships. You may find yourself giving more rather than receiving. It's not balanced. You may see your workload at your career. You may have much more responsibilities than another worker, co-worker in the same position as you. So in this period of time, you're going to become more aware of imbalances. But of course, when we are aware, that means we can make adjustments. So initially, you may get anxious. You may also get very defensive about some of these imbalances, especially for those of us who may be taking more than giving in certain situations. So the initial reaction may be, okay, defensive, wanting to avoid the subject. But if you embrace whatever imbalances and you say, okay, I see where I can continue to grow in this, you're going to have a wonderful rest of the end of that 7 days period. So whenever you're watching this 7 days from now, it's like, okay, I see the imbalance, I see the chaos around it, but now I can just push that all away and step into this beautiful light, this knowledge and understanding, which brings me back to self confidence and self compassion. So, that is just a reminder that sometimes we don't always see ourselves in a positive light, but that doesn't mean that we can't change. That doesn't mean we can't or improve any situation. So keep your head up. Know that at the end of the 7 days, things are getting clearer and they're getting much more positive and happy. So that's the collective message. We are going to jump in with Lindsay today from Wisconsin. Hello, Lindsay.
Hi,
How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. What type of questions do you have?
Just wondering if I have any blockages that I need to be working on, or my life's been kind of, well, with the eclipses, a lot's going on. So just
Yeah.
wondering what I should focus on to get ahead.
So a lot of things that are coming up for you specifically, I mean, it's quite clear is that there is a lot of mental chatter around what's going to be coming next for you. So I see a little bit of worry and anxiety of what's going to happen next. Okay, what's coming forward. And I also see it kind of in place of emotions as well. So what's coming in to be cleared, there is some underhand things around karmic relationships that just need to work itself out a little bit more. But it's really more about that mental chatter of what you tell yourself when you're in a relationship. Now, doesn't always have to be romantic. It does seem like there is romance involved here that needs to be addressed. But this can also relate to family members, it can relate to friendships too. So, as you're stepping in and trying to find harmony and trying to balance the different parts of yourself, like your feminine and masculine, and finding a good point for you to just authentically show up as yourself, you're going to see some of these worries, these patterns that you tell yourself, they're going to naturally be falling away as you step into your future steps. So we have the Eight of Wands here. So I see a lot of communication coming forward. And so this can be a lot of different things, but um, do you regularly work with your spirit guides?
um, I feel like I do.
Okay. Okay.
I watch
Um,
for the signs and I talk to them and
okay, so there's a couple of different things coming up. I am feeling a water energy, so I'm feeling a lot of feminine and lot of water energy, along with some younger type male energy. So um I will see if they'll come up with any names as far as who's working your spirit team. But there is something that you're not paying attention. Like there is some guides, signs and guides trying to work with you more closely, to trying to give you more signs of like, okay, we need to work on this for the time being, but you haven't been paying attention fully. But what I do like this is that you're willing to now look for the signs. You're like, okay, I know I'm missing something. So you can make that intention to your spirit guides to communicate a bit more clearly in order to get that overall victory, in order to come back and say, okay, because your spirit guides, they see that you've been doing a lot of work. They're very proud of you. They're wanting to celebrate with you, especially the growth in your emotions that you have had over the years, especially in your emotional state. You have become much calmer, much more involved in your emotions, acknowledging them, but also knowing how to like respond and not react anymore. So your spirit team is like, yeah, let's go. We're doing good. But there's still a couple of things you just have not been paying attention to. So have you been
what are
overspending
those things?
lately? Yeah. Have you been overspending lately or been struggling with
um,
what next in finances?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about that because that's what's coming up next. Because again, a lot of the obstacles is really just you and your mental state. I mean, we can be our own worst critics, and negative self-talk, that is such a hard habit to break, to replace that with positive self-talk. So that is one of your major challenges is just say, hey, I can do this and I can do it well. Or if I can't do it well, I have the capacity to learn. And it's you really need to step in and just start recognizing when you do have negative self-talk and just stop yourself, be like, okay, this is not true. I am a person worthy of love. I'm a person worthy of happiness and abundance. So finding those thoughts, stopping them in their track and replacing it with a more positive thought. And so, a few things are coming up about your financial situations. You will have a decision coming forward in the next couple of weeks. And it is going to be something that it feels like there is no winning. So, it is kind of a more of a complicated situation, especially when balancing finances. So, don't be afraid of this though, because on the other side, you do have a lot of help coming forward. I am going to give the just cautionary tell that do not skip out at work or do not call in late because you have a hangover or you want to go to an event with friends or something like that. It's a very clear message that this is not the time to necessarily put friendship first in front of career because you will see a backlash, which would lead you into kind of a situation which will harm your finances, your stability of your finances. So that's just a little bit of a cautionary tale. So no judgment either way. But as
No,
we're
I won't call in at my job. We're very like there's only a few people that work there, so that just I don't do that at my job.
fantastic. Again, it's just a cautionary tale. So if it doesn't apply to you, it could apply to a coworker or somebody close to you. But that energy is just there. Look for just any type of irresponsibility regarding your career. Because again, I see a younger person. So it does seem like a little bit of a more immature figure coming in to make those types of decisions. But okay, where are we going with the spirit? Because I see your guides. Okay, what is the main message that you want Lindsay to know? You're going to be asked to step in as a guide and a mentor. It may not be necessarily like stepping in as a teacher, but you are going to be, and it feels more spiritually connected, holistically connected, that someone around you is going to have a difficult time and you are being asked to step up to help them. That doesn't mean you take on their burdens. It just means that you provide wisdom because you have learned a lot. You have your lessons, you got good intuition, and you've been using that intuition. But there is going to be some situations going around you that is good. People are going to be struggling, and you are being asked to step up and really give into your gifts of empathy, your intuition, in order to help people move through some of their issues.
Okay.
So
I feel
that
like
is
I do that pretty naturally. So
I mean, I see that with the emotions here. Yeah, again, there's going to be a lot of changes around the people around you, around in the world, and you are being asked to step in kind of more into spirituality more than you already so, because new offers are coming through. You may find yourself more connected to water, but also your dream state. You may start having more interesting dreams than you already have, where you're going around and you're helping people, and that's your soul like traveling, doing its thing. But you'll find yourself tweaking parts of your lifestyle to really begin something new. And that's all coming through. So we're circling back around finally. Thank you. Is that as you have a little bit of apathy towards your current situation, your finances, you will find inspiration from the divine. Is going to show up through your spirit guides, through your messages, and it's going to be about how you can use your gifts in order to create something new for you. And this could be you can decide to, hey, start a tarot show like this, or just helping people with energy work. However you step forward, it does seem like it's going to be more related to helping people face catastrophes. So, like when they have everything and they feel like they lost everything, and helping them gather all of the things and rebuilding. So, it does seem like you will have an opportunity to create something and through really hard wound work. So if you're not on that path of spirituality and you don't, if that's not calling for you, it's coming to your life either way. It just may just be on a more friendship level, because you have been working. You're gonna have more studies coming your way. Again, it's all about spirituality coming forward and really letting the past be the past, letting those negative thoughts turn into positive thoughts and encouragement. And as you are overcoming these obstacles, the clarity of your financial situations and what you want to do next as a secondary or supplemental income is going to be quite clear from your spirit team. So just connect to them and you will find the answers near water and in your dreams. So I hope that helps you.
okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and best of luck. You have all of this and it's going to be great.